Welcome to the Nightcap. I'm Scott.
I'm Tom.
And this week's question, it's a little odd. The odd ones are usually my favorites, and I have a feeling this one will be no exception. The question is...
if you were sitting at home and over a loudspeaker, somebody starts, I guess, listing off some names, and you were selected in the very first Hunger Games, without knowing what that is, what it entails, what would you do? What would be your reaction?
Our policy is to have the question asker answer first, because you've had slightly more time to think about it. So we will keep with that tradition. What would you do?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for about an hour. It's been in the back of my mind. And I think my very first reaction would probably be a laugh, honestly. As if, like
that nervous, crazy laugh.
A little bit. And then, I think half of me would think that it's some weird joke that, somehow the whole town is in on it. That you don't really know how that would happen. And then...
That sounds perfectly reasonable.
I know, give it about an hour, and then nothing else happens. You know, the loudspeaker just turns off, and it's just, done. And then you're just sitting there, and just a little while, you're just like, what just happened?
What are the chances that this is real?
Yes, a week from now, you will be brought to an arena in which you'll battle to the death with 24 people.
I'm sorry, what? I'm going to need you to start that one over, because I don't know about all that. Why are we doing this? Why me? Am I just the lucky one who won the lottery? What? My guess is a lot of people would have the draft response. Canada. I'm out.
Just disappear.
Yeah. I don't exist. Who?
See, how long...
Creed Bratton? No.
How long would it take you for that thought to kick in, though? It's just you hear your name, it's just nope, see ya, I'm gone. You just have that bag packed next to your couch. You're just ready for anything.
So here's the interesting aspect of this. So you don't go to Canada, you don't flee, the thing is real, nobody's playing a joke on you. You end up being taken off into the woods with 23 other people. Because there's a total of 24, right? I really don't like...
Movie thing, it's 12. Spanning across the whole U.S., let's say 50. One from each state.
One from each state. All right, so there's 50 total people. Congratulations, Puerto Rico, Guam, and D.C. You apparently don't have to participate. No, you know what? Screw you. 53. What a different experience the first one is from the others, because you don't have the professional trainers and all the crap that you get in modern times, assuming that we live in the world of the stories. The modern times would be where the stories are taking place and people know what is happening, and there are professionals to help you get ready and all of that nonsense. Some people train long before.
I imagine that the first one, half the people would still be confused when put into the arena, probably not do anything, or just be in shock.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And the ones that aren't in shock are probably not prepared for it. Because, how do you prepare for something like that, having never heard of anything like that?
Yeah.
It would either be really quick or really long.
Yeah. Unless you have that one guy who's actually happy that he was selected, in which then you're going to have a very weird game.
Who has no morals or any... Because this isn't part of society yet.
No.
Out of the 53, one of them happens to be a psychopath. Uh-oh. I mean, we did include DC's, and I mean, Detroit probably gets in there too. So, I mean, statistically, chances are that you'll probably get 2 psychopaths. I mean, when you're put down that much for that long.
Well, a psychopath and somebody who's trying to convince you, you know, you're doing something wrong, DC guy.
Right. It seems like the first one is super crazy. There's a dozen or so in shock who may just fall down dead when
Without
they
even
say,
being touched.
Go. What? The end.
Yeah. It would be terrifying.
Right?
The actual arena. And I guess let's talk about the arena. What would it be? A giant forest? I mean, you have people... I mean, because... I mean, the movies, people are almost bred for it.
Right.
In some situations.
At least in some places.
Some people have never seen snow. What if they throw snow in there? Now you have people just freezing to death because they have no idea what to do.
The Floridians.
Exactly.
The Guami Bears.
I might as well just lay down and die.
The Guamish. Guambats. I don't know what to call people from Guam. All of those sound reasonable to me. Yeah. Puerto Rico, Guam, Florida, parts of Texas, parts of California. Yeah. Oh my god, it's cold. It is below 70 degrees. I'm going to die.
Yeah. I mean, the first 50, 53 would be brought down to probably 24.
Quickly.
Just
from the surroundings.
Yeah, like...
And the reality of what's happening, and, you know, my first dozen just... Because I truly believe that would happen.
Absolutely.
That is a truly frightening world you have just created. And in that universe, it happened. At some point, it happened.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it took them apparently 75 to realize that they didn't like it. See, I have a few fans.
I've gotten some
Yes.
lulls in here.
Yes.
And Astra is disappointed that there's no math this week. All right, and then back into Wikipedia. That is horrific. So much so that your chin is quivering.
It's terrifying.
It really is. The fact that your mind went there is terrifying.
I have a problem.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
That's why we get along so well. So as always, we want your answers to the questions. We did not get any exactly in the chat room this evening. But for those of you listening later, you have the ability through Facebook at F5 Live or PLuGHiTz Live Radio, or of course on Twitter at PLuGHiTz Live with the hashtag Nightcap. Answer the question. I mean, on Twitter, you're already down to only 100 characters with the at PLuGHiTz Live and the...
You only need 3. DIE.
Let us know what you would do. We just got one. Let us know what you would do in this horrible, horrible scenario.
See, Astra's already been training. I mean, you just got to replace the dummies with a couple real people. I mean, she's like halfway there. Aura.
All right, I'm not the only one who thought Canada. The mighty Zoltar, fortunately, has the added bonus of being only 20 minutes away. You're very lucky in this scenario. Under normal circumstances, being 20 minutes away from Canada means it's really cold right now, and I don't want that. But but in general, or I mean, in this, that's a bonus. Yeah. So Astrid has martial arts and bow training. So assuming they put a bow in the pile of crap in the middle, you'd be all set.
So
Astrid says Canada's the sissy way out. This is what we want happening in the chat room. Harass each other.
you might want to be careful about that one. You have some very interesting chat room.
That is okay.
No, so
The sponsors don't see the chat room. They only see you and I.
so you get the information, right? The loudspeaker. You take, let's say, a couple days, and you realize it's true. It's gonna happen. Do you go out and try to find like some crazy guy who's gonna teach you how to just murder people in the woods? You go try to find a Juan Swanson.
I like that.
Ron Swanson. Just live like a bear.
Anybody who lives in the forest who has ever been on trial for skinning teenagers, you go find that guy and ask
Be
for
a lot of visitors at prisons.
Indeed, it's pretty difficult to train through the glass, but I suppose you could pretend it's a conjugal visit. Swan Ronson. They're making fun of you. Uh-oh. Yeah, serial killers. That's what I'm saying, Astrid. Serial killers. I'll watch you on TV from Canada while I'm getting drunk with my homies. Yeah, that's... You two are fun. Anyway, so for those of you not in the chat room right now, feel free to get us on social media. Oh, and Google Plus, if you happen to be a Google employee. We're on there too. So... That's the question. Let us know your answers. I'm Scott.
I'm Tom.
And have a horrific week.